Daily English Lab, the podcast where real conversations help you speak real English. Hey, English learners. Welcome back to Daily English Lab. I'm Lily.
And I'm Henry. And today's topic might be the easiest one we've ever done, or the hardest, depending on how hungry you are right now.
We're talking about food, specifically your favorite food.
A topic everyone has an opinion about.
Everyone. Even people who say, "Oh, I'm not picky. I like everything." Give them 5 more minutes and they'll admit there's one dish they'd choose over everything else.
True. There's always one dish.
So today we'll talk about food the way people actually talk about it. Not just, "it's delicious," but real descriptive English. The kind that makes someone hungry just from listening.
Dangerous episode to record before lunch.
Very dangerous. Henry, let's start with you. What's your favorite food?
Honestly, it's my grandmother's lentil soup.
That's such a warm answer.
It is. It's not fancy. It's not something you'd see on a restaurant menu with a beautiful description. It's just lentils, some spices, a little lemon at the end.
But it means something beyond the taste.
Exactly. Whenever I smell it cooking, I'm immediately back in her kitchen as a kid, sitting on a stool, waiting impatiently because it always took forever to cool down.
Food really does that. It carries memory with it.
It really does. I've had fancier soups, more expensive ones, but none of them hit the same way.
How would you actually describe the taste if you had to explain it to someone who's never had it?
It's warm and comforting, a little earthy from the lentils, and then there's this bright lemon kick right at the end that wakes everything up.
That's a beautiful description. Warm, earthy, bright. 3 completely different words, but they work together.
That's the thing about good food descriptions. You're not just saying what it tastes like, you're saying how it makes you feel.
Your turn, Lily. What's your favorite food?
Mine's a little more chaotic. I love a really good plate of street tacos.
Chaotic how?
Because it's messy, it's spicy, it's a little bit of everything at once. Crunchy, soft, spicy, fresh. There's no elegant way to eat it.
You just commit.
You fully commit. Sauce on your fingers, lime juice everywhere, and somehow it's still the best thing you've eaten all week.
I love that you didn't pick something calm and elegant.
Calm food is fine, but my favorite food has personality. It's not trying to be polite.
What's the texture like? You mentioned crunchy and soft.
Exactly that contrast. The tortilla is soft and a little chewy, then you get crunch from fresh onions or cabbage. Then the meat is tender, almost falling apart, and then this hit of spice that builds slowly instead of hitting you all at once.
Build slowly. I like that phrase for spice.
It's true for good spice. The bad kind just burns immediately and you regret everything. The good kind creeps up gently and makes you want another bite anyway.
That's a very specific kind of bravery.
Food bravery is real.
Henry, do you think people's favorite foods usually come from memory or just genuine taste preference?
I think it's almost always both, tangled together. Like my soup, if I'm honest, it's not actually the best soup in the world, objectively, but it's the best soup to me.
Because taste and memory aren't really separate things.
Exactly. The smell of cumin instantly puts me back at that kitchen table. I can't separate the flavor from the feeling.
My tacos don't have that deep, nostalgic story, though. Mine is more about texture and adventure, less about memory.
So not every favorite food needs a sentimental backstory.
Not at all. Sometimes you just genuinely love how something feels in your mouth. There's nothing deeper than that, and that's completely fine.
I think people sometimes feel pressure to have a meaningful story for everything.
Right. Why do you love this food? Doesn't always need an emotional answer. Sometimes because it's incredibly delicious is a complete answer.
A perfectly valid, complete answer.
Dear learner, maybe you're thinking about your own favorite food right now. Maybe it has a story behind it, like Henry's soup. Or maybe it's just simply wonderfully delicious, like my tacos.
Either reason is valid.
And today, we want to give you the English words to describe it properly. Not just, it's good. Real descriptive language.
Because it's good is true, but it doesn't make anyone hungry.
And we want your descriptions to make people hungry.
Let's get into the vocabulary. How do we describe taste beyond good or delicious?
There are so many useful words. Savory is a great one. It means rich and full of flavor, usually not sweet. Think soups, meats, cheeses.
My soup is definitely savory.
Perfect example. Then there's tangy, which means a sharp, slightly sour taste. Lemon, vinegar, certain sauces.
The lemon at the end of my soup is tangy.
Exactly. What about your tacos? What tangy elements do they have?
The lime juice you mentioned, that's tangy too.
Definitely. There's also rich, which describes something heavy and full, often with butter, cream, or fat, like a rich chocolate cake.
I can already taste that sentence.
And crispy, for anything with a satisfying crunch. Crispy fries, crispy chicken skin.
What about something that's not strong in flavor, more gentle?
That's mild. Mild flavor means gentle. Not too strong, not too spicy. Good for describing food that's comforting without being intense.
My grandmother's soup before the lemon is added? That's mild.
And the lemon transforms it from mild to tangy in one move.
Now, let's talk texture, because texture is just as important as taste.
Definitely. A perfect flavor with a bad texture still ruins the dish.
Tender describes meat or vegetables that are soft and easy to eat, usually a good sign of proper cooking. The meat was so tender, it fell apart.
That's exactly my taco meat.
Then crunchy for that satisfying bite. Different from crispy, crunchy is usually fresh, like vegetables. Crunchy lettuce, crunchy apple.
And chewy?
Chewy describes something that takes a little effort to eat, like good bread or certain candies. Not bad, just textured.
What about a word for when a dish has lots of different things happening at once, like your tacos?
Layered works really well there. A layered dish has multiple flavors and textures that build on each other. The dish was beautifully layered, spicy, then sweet, then fresh.
That's a perfect description for your tacos.
Spicy, then tender, then crunchy, then tangy. Fully layered chaos.
Delicious chaos. Let's also talk about how to connect food to memory in English, since that's such a natural way people actually talk about favorite foods.
It reminds me of is the simplest, most natural phrase. This soup reminds me of my grandmother's kitchen.
Clean and emotional.
There's also it takes me back to, which is a little more poetic. The smell takes me back to my childhood.
I like that one. It sounds like a small time machine.
It really does. And if a food just makes you feel good without a specific memory, you can say, it's comfort food for me.
That phrase is so useful. comfort food doesn't always need a story.
Exactly. Sometimes comfort is the whole story.
What if you're trying a food for the first time and you're surprised by how much you like it?
I wasn't expecting much, but it blew me away. Great for those surprise discoveries.
I love that one. So dramatic, but in a good way.
Food deserves a little drama sometimes.
Now it's time to use your English, right here. This is Speak with Lily. When your line appears, say it out loud. Use your real voice.
Tell me about your favorite food. Just the name to start.
Good. Now describe the taste. Is it savory, tangy, rich, or something else?
Nice. Now describe the texture. Crunchy, tender, chewy?
Now tell me, does it remind you of a memory, or do you just simply love the taste?
Both answers are completely valid.
One more sentence. Put it all together. Name, taste, texture, and feeling.
That sounded delicious, honestly. I'm a little hungry now.
Same. Thank you for speaking with me today.
Let's take today's words into the word tour.
Our first word is savory. 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 It describes a rich, full flavor that's usually not sweet. You could say, this soup has a savory, comforting taste. Or, I prefer savory breakfasts over sweet ones.
Our next word is tangy. 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 It describes a sharp, slightly sour taste. You could say, the lime gave the tacos a tangy kick. Or, I love a tangy salad dressing.
Our next word is tender. 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 It describes meat or vegetables that are soft and easy to eat. You could say, the chicken was incredibly tender. Or, slow cooking makes the meat more tender.
Our next word is layered. 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 It describes a dish with multiple flavors or textures that build on each other. You could say, the dish was beautifully layered with spice and sweetness. Or, good cooking often has a layered flavor.
Our last phrase is comfort food. Comfort food. Comfort food. Comfort food. It refers to food that makes you feel emotionally good, often tied to memory or simple pleasure. You could say, this is total comfort food for me. Or, everyone has their own comfort food.
5 words. Savory, tangy, tender, layered, and comfort food. Everything you need to talk about food like a true food lover.
So, dear learner, the next time someone asks about your favorite food, don't just say, it's good.
Tell them it's savory, or tangy, or tender, or beautifully layered.
Tell them what memory it brings back, or just how happy it makes you feel.
Food deserves good words. And so do you.
Take care of your English.
And take care of your appetite.
This is Lily.
This is Henry.
And you've been listening to Daily English Lab.
Bye for now.